Tally and Farrell here from Bored a Bit.
Today we're going to do a little playthrough of the Lost Ruins of Arnak, a pretty new game that's got a lot of hype. And since we're doing a review of it, which will be our next video after this, we thought we'd just give a little taster. And if anyone's interested in getting it for Christmas, then they can see what it's like. So I don't think we're not going to sit here for 10 minutes and explain the rules. I think we'll pretty much do every action because it's not such a complicated game. So when we do the actions the first time, we will go through them in detail, I think. I think that's the best way, right?
Sure.
So when you start, you kind of start with some beginner cards, which just give you these compass tokens and money. And you also gain these fear cards. And these kind of just like get in the way of drawing good cards. They fill up your deck, and they're also worth negative victory points at the end. So you should probably say, I think the goal at the end is to have the most victory points, which is kind of the usual way it's done. So you begin by shuffling this beginner deck of 6 cards, and then you draw 5. And then I'm going to begin because I think Tally won last time, so I need the advantage. And so
You're gonna win again.
So you have a little bit of worker placement, a little bit of deck building. So you can buy these cards up here and they go in your deck, or you can place your worker in these spaces down here. So as my first action, I'm going to dig at a site, which is what they call placing a worker. And in this deck of cards, you either use them for what's on them, or you use them as like travel, because they will have a little symbol in the top left. So it might be a boot, it might be a ship, it might be a motorcycle, or it could be a plane. There's kind of a hierarchy where a plane is wild, counts as any. Then you have ship and motorcycle, which can count as boots. And then you have boots, which are at the bottom, and they can only be used pretty much for a boot action. So this is one good thing about fear cards, is that they're generally useless, but if you want to do a boot action, it's kind of like a free card. So I put the card in my play area, and I put the worker where I'm sure Tally wanted to go. Because compasses are super important, and now I've taken the space, it gives you 2 compasses, which I'm going to take care of.
Maybe that's pretty annoying.
And actually, one thing we didn't do is we should take our starting resources.
Oh, yeah.
So you get a compass and a money, and I get 2 money. So on your turn, you get to do 1 main action and as many free actions as you like. And free actions have a little lightning bolt symbol next to them, such as a lot of your starting cards, like this. And you can do as many of those as you want on your turn. But I'm done. So Tally, you can go.
Might try something a little bit different here from how I usually start this game. I'm gonna also spend a boot to do one of these actions here. I'm gonna place my worker, and I'm gonna get rid of a card, put it into my play area. I'm gonna get a ruby.
Rubies are probably the most valuable resource.
See how this plays out.
That's interesting. So
Usually you're starting with compasses and money and a bit more of the like basic resources. So
that's an interesting play. I can see what you're going to try and do with it. I think I'm actually also just again going to do a worker placement. I'm using a boot, another fear card, getting rid of that, and I'm going to go here. And this is the arrowhead space, so I just get 1 arrowhead. Done.
I'm gonna go up the research track.
So I think, would you like to explain it?
Yeah, you have 2 tokens on the research track. One of them is a magnifying glass, so this is the research action. And then you also have a notebook. And you can move up the research track. You have to spend resources to kind of go up the levels, and you get different bonuses as you go. But your notebook can never be ahead of your research track. So you always have to put the magnifying glass first. So I'm going up the research track. This is a main action. It's not a worker placement, but it's a main action. So I'm spending my ruby to go up 1 level on the research track, and because I put my magnifying glass up, I get a coin.
Yeah, so I guess you kind of put resources in and then you always get a little prize for doing it. And
the research track is worth quite a lot of victory points at the end, how high you get up, and if you get kind of right up to the top, which is quite difficult, I find, because you have to spend a lot of resources to get there, but it's worth a lot of victory points, so it's worth doing.
Also, it's kind of a system, you could say, of you use your workers to get resources, which you usually, a lot of the time, will funnel into this research track to go up it. So yeah. So it's me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's annoying because I want to get an assistant, which you get by moving your notebook up, but you have to move your magnifying glass up first, and I don't think I have a way to get another arrowhead or a ruby because you've taken the ruby space, which is a little bit annoying. And I can't discover a new site because I don't have any workers left. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play all the rest of my cards, and they're all instant action cards. So I have like 1 money and 2 compass. So I take that. So yeah. And then I can either buy, so I might use my main action to buy a card, which you do up here, and you either have artifacts or you have items. Artifacts cost compasses.
Items cost coins.
Yeah, so the artifact isn't that great, so I'm probably going to try and buy one. So yeah, I'm just going to spend 1 money to buy this gold pan, which will give me 2 money and an instant action. But when you buy an item, they go to the bottom of your deck. You don't get to use them when you buy them. Then everything just moves down and you flip a new one. Dump.
Is that gain a compass for each idol?
Yeah, gain a compass for each idol we have.
Okay. I'm gonna do 2 instant actions. Am I? Yeah, I will. I'll do 2 instant actions. No, sorry. 1 instant action.
The suspense.
I'm gonna get a coin. And then as my main action, I'm gonna place a worker here to get 2 tablet resources.
Yeah, one thing I want to say actually is that a lot of the resources, like the rubies, arrowheads, and the tablets, they're really nice. I really like them actually. They're all like totally different made. They like feel really nice. They have a real density to them.
I like the rubies.
Yeah, I think they're really good. They've definitely done really well. And another thing we like about the board is that everything has its little place. I love when they do this, where like you've got the sideboard and it tells you what resources and tiles go where. You've got the cards, it tells you where they go. So it's really easy to set up for like the first couple of times you do it. But
we're just doing a review now.
Well, sneak preview, right? So I'm going to also research. So I'm spending an arrowhead and a compass, which is a cost here, moving up. And then my reward is 1 money. Dump.
I'm going to buy an item. I'm going to spend 3 coins to get this one.
Surprising.
And put it to the bottom of my deck to use for next time.
And we flip.
Okay.
I'm going to buy a card again. Actually, because I could buy 2 of these cards, because this costs 2 and this costs 1, or I could buy 1 for 3, and they're all kind of good in their own way. But I think I'm going to go for the one that costs 3. So again, I take it and it goes to the bottom of my deck. So I'll draw it next turn and then restock the market. Yep.
I've only got 1 card left. I'm just going to do the action. It's a free action, so it's just to gain a compass. Yeah, and then I can't really do anything else, so pass.
Yep. I think that I will also pass. So when you kind of pass, you're out of the round, and then when everyone passes, you move to the next round. So, yep, and there's 5 rounds in this game. So the first thing you do when you kind of finish the round is you take your workers back, because if you're in a space with a guardian, which we haven't got to yet, you get fear, but that doesn't count here, and we'll talk about that when we get to it. The next thing is to refresh any assistants. We don't have any. Then you gather up all your cards in your play area and you shuffle them, and then they go on the bottom of your deck. And then you have to move this up. Excuse me. So then you have to move this up. And you discard the cards next to it. You can't get it. And then you move it up. And now we have 1 more artifact than we did the previous round. Yep. And then
5.
Mm-hmm. And then the turn order token moves to Tally.
Woohoo! Alright, so I'm going to go in this space now that everyone wants. Spend a boot card to do it, and then I get 2 compass tokens. And then you can go.
So I'm going to do an action we haven't encountered yet, which is called Discover a New Site. And so you have all these up here, and these are sites waiting to be discovered, and they're generally more profitable. So to do that, first of all, it costs 3 compasses. So I have, I think, exactly 3. So I spend those. Then I also have to spend a travel card like usual. And in this case, I'm going to spend a boat. So then this means I can only go to one of these 4 boat spaces. So I'm going to pick one where I get money. So on these spaces, there's an idol. And this is like an instant bonus that you get, and then you put it on your player board. So that one gave me 1 money. And so basically idols are worth victory points, 3 victory points each. And they're one of the best ways to get victory points. And you can also, on your player board, there's like this instant action you can do where at any time on your turn, you can put an idol in a slot, and you can take one of the benefits. There's a list of them on your player board. But these spaces are worth victory points at the end of the game if they aren't filled with idols. So it's like this dilemma of, do you put them on to get enough resources to take an extra turn or 2? Or do you not do that and try and hope that that victory points is going to be enough? So I've got the idol, I've traveled there, and then I discover the site. So you draw the top tile and you put it on. Mm-hmm. And it's a pretty good one. It gives me an arrowhead, and it lets me draw a card from my deck, which is always good. Then, when you discover a new tile for the first time, you get a guardian, which is one of these tiles, and it has a little monster on it that's guarding the site. And then it shows you what you have to pay to get rid of it. And these guardians are worth victory points as well. Each one's worth 5 points. And this guy is one of the tougher ones because he costs 4 money to get rid of him. And if I don't get rid of him at the end of the round, I will have to take a fear card. So yeah, I'm done.
Cool. I'm going to go down here, and I don't have any boot cards, but the motorcycle, I mean, it looks like a car to me, but sure. I'm going to spend a motorcycle instead, and because that's higher on the travel hierarchy than a boot, I can use it.
You are right, actually. Now that I'm looking at it, I think it's just because it's an old-timey car from side profile.
Yeah.
I was just assumed it was a motorbike because I only see 2 wheels. But I guess you're right.
It's definitely a car.
Yeah, I definitely didn't look.
Yeah. And I'm done for that.
All right. So I'm going to instantly use an instant action to take a compass. Then I'm going to move my research. So I'm going to do a research, and I'm going to move my book up 1. So I have to pay an arrowhead and a compass. But what I get is in the system, which are these tiles here. And they're basically just little assistants that also have an instant action that you can use at one point during the round. And they refresh each round. They just give you a little instant bonus. So for example, the one I'm going to take is this miner guy. And he just gives me 2 money. So I'm going to use him instantly, actually, which you show by turning him on its side. And take 2 money. And then I'm also going to play this instant action card to get another money. Done.
So I'm going to further my research and go up the research track. And to go up another level, I have to spend an arrowhead and a tablet. Then I get the little one-time bonus. So even if Farrell comes on this space now, he doesn't get it, I get it. That's a compass. And then the bonus for being on this level is another compass, but everyone can get that if they go there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I'm just going to do 2 free instant actions and just get 2 more compasses. I'm rolling in compasses over here.
Jesus.
Oh.
That's a lot of compasses. So I'm going to do another action that we haven't encountered yet, which is overcome the Guardian. And I mean, it's pretty simple. You just pay the resources that the Guardian has on it. So as we said before, this one has 4 money. So I'm paying 4 money. And then I take it. And each of these Guardians, they have a little kind of boon, I think they call it, which you can use like at one point in the game. Some of them are like the travel costs, and you flip them to in place of paying a card for the travel cost. This one is just lets me trade lesser resource for a better resource. So it could be a tablet up to an arrowhead or an arrowhead up to a ruby. So I'm just going to put him here, and that's also worth 5 points at the end of the game. And it's your turn.
I forgot that I only have 2 workers, so I messed up a bit there. But it's okay.
That's so many compasses.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm just going to
It's obscene is what it is.
I'm just going to spend 2
Obscene.
of them to get this artifact. And unlike the items, you actually get what's on it instantly. And then in future, you have to pay a tablet. So for this one, I can get 2 tablets, or I can pass to gain a ruby.
Yeah. And pass would mean that she doesn't do any more actions this round.
Well, I can't anyway, so...
Yeah. But you have another card, or is it a fake
Yeah,
card?
but no, I can't use it. Well, I can use it,
okay.
but it's actually a bit worthless to me for this round. So, yeah, do you know what? I'll pass.
Okay. So you get a ruby.
Woohoo!
So now you just have to listen to me play for the next while.
That's a bit annoying.
Yeah, I have a lot of turns, actually. So I'm going to use this gold pan, which is just the card I bought last round. So I just get 2 money as an instant action. And also, actually, one thing we didn't mention, that playing a card is an action. But so the next card I play, for example, will be a main action. But it's just that this has the lightning symbol, so it's an instant action, it's free action, so it doesn't count. So I need to think about this. Well, what do I want to do? I'm going to use my idol for the instant action, and I'm going to pick the one that lets me trade a money into a ruby, which is powerful. And then, as my main action of the turn, I'm going to spend the ruby to research up here, and I get this bonus tile, which lets me draw a card. And I also get a compass for moving up there. Let's see. So what did I draw? So basically I just keep going because Tally's not playing. So I'm just going to play an instant action. The card I just drew to get another exploration token. And then I still have a work you see as well.
I'll just drink my drink.
The problem is though, I have no way to get arrowheads because you've blocked off the space. So I'm just going to use this sphere card to take worker placement action. I'm going to gain 2 money. And then I'm going to play this card, which lets me pick 2 actions. And let's see, what do we have here? I'm going to pick, I think, money, and no, I'm going to pick a tablet and a money. And then I'm going to buy a card, put it onto my deck, move all these along. Then I'm going to buy another card.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it lets me trade a compass into a ruby. And rubies are quite hard to get, so. Then I guess I'm just going to buy another card.
Oh, you're kidding me.
To get this rough map, which lets me discard this card from the game to get 3 compasses. And I think I will probably end everyone's suffering and pass for the round. Yeah. So, as we said, take your workers back, and I don't get a fear card because I defeated the Guardian. Assistance, refresh. Then gather up all your cards.
I still had this one in my hand. Can I just keep it
You
out?
can keep it, yeah. You can keep it in your hand. But you only draw up to 5 again. So yeah, shuffle them, put them on the bottom of your deck. Then we gotta do this, so discard the binoculars, which I did think about buying. Discard the runes of the dead. Everything's moving. So now obviously more artifacts and less items. And then I believe I get to go first.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, so I'm going to use an instant action to get an exploration token. Then I'm going to explore. Oh, sorry, discover a new site. I need to think what card I can use here. Motorcycle site.
Car.
Motorcycle. So yeah. So I'm putting that down, which has one of my item cards, which has a car on it. I'm going to go to this one.
Oh, I really wanted to go there. It's so annoying.
I get a stone tablet, which is unlucky for you. Then I draw, and I get 2 more stone tablets and a money. So I have a lot of tablets now. Then the Guardian. So this Guardian needs a boot, a money, and an arrowhead to get rid of him. And it's your turn.
Oh, I wanted that tablet.
No tablets for you.
I'm gonna spend a motorcycle card to discover a new site. So I also have to spend 3 compasses. Get this idol with a one-time bonus of a compass. And then what have we got? Pretty good. So I get a coin and an arrowhead. I'm quite happy with that. And then the guardian. Okay, I have to spend the coin and the arrowhead that I just gained with a compass. Pretty annoying.
Yeah, you had in our last game, you kept doing this, right?
Yeah.
So essentially she's got a guardian that requires the resources she literally just picked up.
And I really needed them and I wanted them.
Yeah, so now it's like a dilemma of do you just use exactly what you just got? I mean, I guess in one way it's an easy trade for 5 VP, but then in another way you're obviously trying to research and stuff, so.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're done, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to fight the Guardian again. It costs a boot, which I'm going to discard the sphere card for the boot. Then I need an arrowhead, which I don't have, but what I'm going to do is I still have this Guardian from last time and the boon, and it lets me swap a resource, so I'm going to use that by flipping it. And I swap a tablet into an arrowhead, which I then spend. And then finally, it needs 1 money, which is my last coin. So then I get this, and this one's boon is a car, so I could use it in place of a card, and I put that there. Done.
Spend a boat. Yes, spend a boat to explore. Here, spend 3 compasses also. Oh. Get the idol.
So exploring in 1 round is pretty good.
And I get a coin. And I can get 2 compasses or take an item for free.
There's some good items there.
I'm gonna take the 2 compasses.
Controversial.
And then, yeah, maybe that's a mistake.
Prison rules.
No, can't take it back.
Sure. Usually we play with something called prison rules, which is no take backs once you do something. And it came about after one time when we played Risk, and 2 guys got in a fight for about 20 minutes about whether he could take a card or something that he was due, but it was from like 3 rounds ago. And so now we have prison rules where you have to think before you act.
We found out that prison rules means the exact same opposite.
Yeah, where it's like loose and you can do whatever you want. But we still use it in our way.
Done.
What item did you buy?
I think it was where you got 2 compasses as an instant action.
It's worth a lot of victory
points.
points.
It's worth 3 VP, which is also why I kind of want it.
Yeah, it's super annoying. I'm just going to play this card, and it gives me a tablet, and it lets me exile a card. And you have to exile a card from your hand or your play area. And I'm exiling the sphere card, so goodbye. Done.
I'm going to fight the Guardian that I encountered over here. So I have to spend a compass, a coin, and my arrowhead, which is really annoying. I wanted my arrowhead. But now I've got 5 VP for defeating the Guardian.
Solid.
And he's also worth a ship in the future. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use this boat, which is a bit overpowered, but for a worker placement action, I'm just going to take this arrowhead. Done.
And use an idol to get an arrowhead, unfortunately. Then I'm going to fight the other Guardian with a boot. So spend a card, a tablet, and my precious arrowhead. So annoying. But then I get him. 5 VP.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to research with an arrowhead and a tablet. and I'm gonna move my book up here. And then this means I get another assistant. I'm gonna take this one. And I'm instantly going to use her. And she just lets me do the kind of item swap action. So I'm trading a tablet for a arrowhead. And then I'm also going to use the instant action of my other assistant, which is to get 2 money. Dump. One thing I will say is that the main annoying thing about filming playthroughs is that we obviously can't use music, else we'll get heavily sued. But our neighbours who annoy us all the time are blasting, I think it's Fleetwood Mac now, through the walls. So we still kind of get to hear it, I guess, without breaking any laws.
It's very loud. I'm just going to use this card that I have, which is gain compasses for each idol I have, and I have 2 idols, so I can take 2 compasses. And then I'm just going to do this other instant action to gain a compass. Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to research again, and this one costs 2 tablets and an arrowhead. It's getting more expensive. And I'm going to move my magnifying glass up, and for this I get a compass. Done.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a ruby to move my notebook up here so I can get an assistant. And I'm going to get... There's this one, you have to discard a card, or you have to put one into play.
I think you draw one and then you have to get rid of one. You have to cycle them, I guess.
I'm just going to get this one then. It allows me to get compasses.
Oh, what a surprise.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I am just going to buy a card for 1, and I'm getting a hat. And it just gives me an instant action of money and compass. Dump. Look, the dog's your favourite cards there, the little dog. That kind of looks like Meg.
Yeah, I do like him. I'm going to do an instant action, spend an idol, which is a bit annoying actually.
Good.
Going to get an arrowhead.
Lose those victory points.
Yeah. Did I use my assistant?
No, you did not.
Okay, so that's 3. And then I'm going to spend 2 compasses to get an artifact. And I'm going to get this one.
Interesting.
Yep, I can do it instantly, so I can research the discount of either an arrowhead or 2 tablets. So I research. And I just have to spend the arrowhead, not the 2 tablets. And I get another compass.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. I don't think there's anything I can do out of cards and everything else.
I'm just going to use my assistant to get a compass. Very compass heavy. And then, yeah, I'm going to pass, you know.
All right. So, same as usual. Workers back. No one gets any fear. Then refresh assistants. Gather up your discards. Shuffle them. Put them at the bottom of your deck. Oh, trying to escape. Okay, then, yeah, we got to move, so we're coming into the 4th round now. And then Tally will go, my workers, oh, sorry, explorers. Then Tally will be going first.
Okay. going to spend a boot to go here and get 2 tablets. Done.
So I'm going to just do a basic site. Use my fear card. Let's go there. Get 2 compasses. Yep.
Gonna use my assistant to get a compass. And then I'm gonna do an instant action to get 2 more. And then I'm gonna spend a boat with a card, and my guardian also gave me a boat, so I'm spending him, so I have 2 boats.
Big explore.
And I'm gonna do a big explore.
Big explore.
So I have to spend 6 compasses. And I get 2 idols, which is pretty good. 1 doesn't have a bonus, 1 does, so I get a tablet.
So basically, I think these sites are supposed to be more powerful as well, and they cost more to get to.
Oh, and I do get an arrowhead and a ruby. What's
So-
the bet and have to spend it straight away to defeat the guardian? That's the only-
Probably.
Oh god, I'm scared. I have to spend the arrowhead at least.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, I always wonder if it's worth defeating them because you can just save your resources and get
Yeah.
a fear card, but I don't know. The Guardians are worth 5 VP to defeat, so I guess it is always worth it.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play this army knife, and it lets me choose 2 different options. And I'm going to choose a compass, and do I want a tablet or do I want to get rid of it? I think God be the tablet. Yep, done.
I'm gonna spend a tablet to play one of my artifacts. So I can research with a discount of either an arrowhead or 2 tablets. And I'm gonna do this. So I don't have to pay the tablet, just the ruby. And then I get to upgrade something here, and I'm going to upgrade the tablet to an arrowhead. Oh, and get the compass, yeah. That was the whole reason I was doing it, actually.
All right, so I'm going to risk it. I'm going to play that to get one of these. And then I'm going to use this idol to get another one and money for an instant action. Then I'm going to travel to a big site as well, which costs 6 of those. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this guardian I beat for 1 car, and then use this for the other car. I'm going to go to this one. And tablet, please. Thank you. Yeah, let's put that over there. So then we reveal the big site, which is not too shabby. I get a money, a compass, a tablet, and an arrowhead, which is not a bad haul.
Very good.
Let's see what the monster is. The monster is a boat and an arrowhead, which is a bit annoying because I think I only have 1 card left and it's a boat. I don't want to do that because it's a double boat, so it's like, but anyway. Yep, done.
Okay, I'm just going to defeat the Guardians. I have to put my card into play. I have to spend a compass and an arrowhead. And I get him. That's quite good, to be fair, because he lets me take another card instantly, which, yeah, I'm going to do it. But now he's used.
Yeah, so I guess I'm just going to also fight him off. So I discard that, which has 2 boats on it and an arrowhead. Excuse me, to get this guardian. And he has a little car I can use. There's your turn again. So it's actually pretty even at the moment. If I can catch you up on the research track, it might actually come down to cards, value of cards. Because I have 3 guardians, Tally has 3 guardians, we have the same amount of idols, we've covered the same idol spaces. So at the moment, she just has, I think, I think you have 1 point more than me without counting all the card values. That's the only thing.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play this instant action to get a coin. I'm going to spend an idol to do another instant action, which is spend the coin to get a ruby. And then I'm going to, as my main action, go up on the research track and spend the coin and the ruby. And then I get a compass. Hi, Meg. Thank you.
So what do I need here? I'm going to use my assistant to upgrade. So I'm going to turn this tablet into an arrowhead. That was a quick action. And then I'm going to research for 1 money, 1 tablet, and 1 arrowhead to go up this route. And I get a bonus tile of drawing a new card. Yep. Oh, and I also get a compass. Can't forget that. Go on then.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to spend my idol. I've spent them all now, so I can't do that again.
Oh, you spent all your idols?
Yeah.
That is a risky gambit.
I know.
That's really risky.
But I've got 2 tablets from that. That's free, and then I'm going to go up the research track again. So I have to spend 2 tablets and an arrowhead. And then I get this 1-time bonus, and I get one of the tablets back. And I also get to draw another card, which is a fear card. Doesn't really help me right now.
Yep. I'm just going to use this instant action of this guy to get 2 money. Then I think I'm going to use it all to buy this card. It's a pack donkey and it's pretty powerful. It will let me draw 2 cards if I get it. And there we go. Yep.
I think I'm going to use my guardian action to exile my fear card. And then, yeah, I'm done.
Okay. I just need to see if I can figure some way. Probably just going to do this instant action of gaining 1 money. And then also pass. So we take these guys back, get our little explorers, refresh the assistants, get all these back together. Yep. Draw 5. Then we move up. So now we're into the last round. Things are getting tense. Interesting. It's not a bad gamble. Fear card and a ruby. So I believe I get to go first. Yeah. Oh yeah. I haven't even looked at my cards actually. Alright. So I'm going to go to a space spending a boat to go to this one. So lets me draw a card and gain an arrowhead. Dump.
Gonna play this card where I can gain compasses for each idol I have, up to 3, so I can get 3.
Strong.
Yeah. And then I have an instant action where I can get 2 more, and that's it.
I'm going to play my pack donkey, which lets me draw 2 cards. Dump.
I'm gonna explore.
Ooh.
Actually, I think I'll go for the boat. No, cars. Cars. So then have to spend a car and a plane and 6 compasses. What's the matter with that?
No, get out of there.
Heck.
She just wants treats.
2 idols. I could exile a card, but I'm not going to. Ooh, I get 2 more compasses and a ruby.
That's a strong one.
I like that.
I'm scared.
Probably gonna have to spend it again to defeat the guardian.
I'm scared.
Oh yes.
I'm scared if I go to the last site, then I'm going to get that one that gives you a fear card. Okay, so I'm going to play, well, I'm going to use my trowel, and this lets me change a compass into a ruby. Dump.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm going to defeat the guardian, so I have to spend a boot. I don't have a boot, but I have a boat. Mm-hmm. And the ruby. And I defeat him. He is worth a plane, so that's actually pretty good. And then I'm just going to do my instant action for my assistant, which is to just get a compass. So, yeah, done.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to research. So I'm just going to go up on the track. Dump. For money and a ruby.
Spending a motorcycle, don't have one, but I have a plane from the Guardian, so I'm spending him. 3 compasses. Take the one-time bonus so I can upgrade something. Can I do that after?
What's this, sorry?
I can upgrade an item. Do I have to do it straight away?
I think you do.
Okay, I'll just get an arrowhead then.
Yeah, I think it's when you get it before you...
Oh, and I get a ruby.
Not bad sight.
Oh no, but that's impossible to defeat, so that's not good.
Because you don't have any cards.
Yeah.
Or money. All right. Yeah, so she needs to discard a card, she needs the money, and she needs an arrowhead. Which, yeah, is impossible.
To be fair, I only get a fear card.
Yeah.
And that's at -1, and I exiled one, so I'm back where I started, so it's not the worst.
All right. So I am going to use my assistant to upgrade. I'm going to upgrade an arrowhead into a ruby as a quick action. Then I'm going to research using that ruby and a compass. And I get an instant action bonus, which is to upgrade. So I'm just going to upgrade this tablet into an arrowhead. And I also get to draw a card for reaching that level of the track. Dump.
Spending a tablet and a ruby to advance research, and then I just get a compass.
So I'm going to put this torch into play, which lets me exile a card and gain a tablet, but I don't want to exile a card because there's nothing really I want to exile. So yeah, I get tablet. Then I use my assistant to get 2 money instantly. Then I'm going to spend this beautiful bounty to research. So 1 arrowhead, 1 tablet, 1 money to go up to the same level as Tally, which I get a compass.
Yeah, I'm stuck now, I think. Can't do anything.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh my god, you've got loads of cards left.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's because my pack donkey got +2 right at the start. And I also drew +1 there.
I'm out.
Excellent. So I guess I'm just going to play solitaire for a while then. So right now I need a ruby. No. Okay, so I'm going to just do a worker placement action, and this is worth 2 boats. So I'm going to go here and get a ruby and an arrowhead. So done, then it's my turn again. I'm going to research to go up to the final space, which is worth a solid 23 points for being first place. And it costs 1 money, 1 ruby, and 1 compass. And now, something we haven't talked about because there wasn't any point up until now, is you have these tiles up here. And what you can do is you basically just buy victory points. They're worth victory points, and there's this little cost here. So you need to pay like all 3 costs to get the top value one, or like these 2 to get this middle value one, or just this to get the bottom value one. So what I want to try and do now is figure out a way to get them. But it's going to be difficult because I don't have a lot of what I need.
Skip up.
No. So instant action. Let's get this. So I can buy the one on the right. So I'm going to use this card, and it gives me 2 options out of 4. I'm going to pick a money and a compass. Then I'm going to use an idol to get 2 tablets. I'm going to use an idol again to change this money to a ruby. So I'm going to play this card, which is an instant action.
So annoying.
Get money and a compass. All right, so I think I have enough. So I have 2 tablets, 1 money, so that's that. I got the ruby, which is that, and then I got these 2, which is that. So I'm going to research, or I think it's called Discover the Ruins, by spending all of these together. So 2 tablets, 1 compass, 1 ruby, 1 money, 1 arrowhead to get the top tile, which is worth 11 victory points. Then I have 1 card left, which I'm just going to pass because it would only get me more of these and I can't do anything, and it's worth 1 VP. So, end. Thin scoring.
Is it tense?
Well, yeah, probably.
The top victory.
I don't know, you got more, you got a lot more
a couple of idols.
So we'll see. I think I've probably done it, but for a long, long time there, I honestly thought that, because you started getting ahead of me in every area. But I think it's because I managed to make my card drawing work to my advantage. So first of all, we add up the research track, so both. So I have 24, 23 here, 1 there.
16 for me.
And then 16 for Tally. Then the next one is the one that I just got, which is worth 11 for me and nothing for Tally. Then idols, which is 12 for me.
$21.
21, so yeah. And if any of these spaces were uncovered, which they're not for either of us, then you would include that in this count. Then it's Guardian's Beat, so for me it's 15.
20.
20 for tally. Then it is cards. So the cards you buy have victory points. So I've got to separate them. I have a lot of item cards actually. All right, do you know yours?
No.
I believe I have 8. 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 too.
Ooh. Oh, this is going to be tighter than I like, actually. You might have done it now. I thought I had you on the cards. And then fear cards.
-1.
Yeah, -1, -1. You better use your phone as a calculator. Oh, I could probably do it in my head. It's fine. All right, so 41.
I prefer to use
51, 57.
electronic method.
65, 64. I believe. So yeah, 41, 49, 48. Yeah. And then mine is 35, 47, 57, 62, yes, 70.
No.
69. Oh yeah. What a score. So 69 to 64.
Boo.
I honestly thought in this final counting here that you had it because I don't know. Yeah, I guess really it was just this final push up the track and getting, like, if I didn't get this, you would have won for sure. I guess, so what's the difference? 5? I think if I hadn't afforded this and risked it by using my last idols and say I only got the 6, which I probably could have done without doing that, I think it would have been tied and you would have won because you discovered more sites or had more idols. I don't know what the tiebreaker is actually. But like that's how close it was. Like this final thing where I managed to buy this was the only difference.
Yeah.
Because you did better in a lot of areas, right? So you had more guardians, you had way more idols.
Yeah.
It's just that I got one space ahead of you on the research track and then managed to buy.
Such a big jump.
Yeah. But to be fair, we've seen scoring, like it's never that varied, right? It's always like a difference.
Pretty tight. No,
Well,
actually, let's rewind to the last game we played where I
okay.
smashed 2 of you.
Yeah.
By like 20.
Except for that. But when it's me and you, let's say, it's always been like within 5 points difference, 6 points. It's never been like 20 points like that time. But yeah, when we had 3 players, you did smash me. I had a terrible game last time. But I'm glad we just got this one on camera because we can pretend that one didn't happen.
Well, we talked about it now.
Oh no. But yeah, so we've got our review coming out on Sunday. So if you're watching this in the future, it's already out and you can watch it. So yeah, find out what we really think. Like we always have a lot of fun playing it, but we do have some comments about it, I guess. But yeah, so watch that to find out. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you had fun or found us funny in any way. I mean, I don't know, probably not. But yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.